welcome back to the channel, welcome back to yet another video, and welcome back to yet another video about the 21-22 season for Bristol City. And it is going to be the final one, and it is the season review. It is time for that, isn't it? So we'll be talking about Bristol City this season, how we've progressed this season, how well we've done, how poorly we've done, have we matched expectations? We'll discuss all about it. Before we do head into this video, though, please make sure you hit like on the video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the Bristol YouTube channel if you are new around here for more Bristol City content. As you may have noticed, I have changed the profile picture of the channel. If you do like it, leave a like to let me know, or just comment down below if you do like it. If you don't, that's fine as well. I can, maybe arrange something else. If there's no difference in votes, we'll go with that as well. But yeah, if you do like the profile picture, let me know in the comment section, or just by leaving a like as well. So Bristol City, we also obviously have to talk about last season, don't we? Dean Holden was the manager at the start of last season. He was sacked after Bristol City, when City were 15th in the league table, after he won a 2-0 defeat at home to Reading. Nigel Pearson, ex-Watford, ex-Leicester, ex-Derby, took over, guided us to safety, but we did fall off significantly, finished 19th in the end, and there had to be a lot of clearing out in the summer, and there was. But also there had to be players coming in. Again, there was. So the ins in the summer window were Robert Atkinson from Oxford, young centre-back. Matthew James, who had worked with Nigel Pearson before. He was out of contract at Leicester. He'd been on loan at Barnsley and at Coventry. Andy King on a free transfer as well. He was out for a bit from English football. He'd come back. I think it was like Huddersfield, his last club. So he came on a free transfer as well. Obviously, he has worked with Nigel Pearson previously. George Tanner comes in from Carlisle, young fullback. We needed a fullback. George Tanner was the one that was brought in. Outgoings, a few notable names: Famari Jeju, Jack Hunt, Adam Naj. He had time left on his contract, but Bristol City decided to not take any money for him. Adrian Mariappa left. Liam Walsh left. Obviously, Jamie Patterson left. And a few other names left: Henry Lansbury, Tommy Rowe, Marley Watkins, Hakeem Adelaken, Jojo Wallacott, Taylor Moore left on loan for Hearts. Rene Gilmartin went into Ipswich eventually. Obviously, Mark Ashton also left at the start of this season. And also Georgia Nurse went to, Shrewsbury. So a lot of outgoings, mainly outgoings, not much incomings to replace these players. And our squad looked light, but we had a few youngsters plugged into the team from last season. We had Louis Britton, who eventually leaves to go to Waterford on loan. Sam Bell, Tommy Conway, Alex Scott had been playing for a bit previous end of last season. So I had a few youngsters coming through, which has increased our squad depth, but overall squad is still very light. It was a good start. It was a good start for City. I think it was just the 2 losses in the first 7 games, which really helped in terms of securing a place. Early on the start of the season, we looked like a team who was maybe not challenging for the top 6, but definitely could make solid ground from last season. It's turned out to be somewhat that way. It's not always been that way this season, but it has at times. 2 losses in the first 9 games, that is. That was against Swansea and against Middlesbrough. 8th, and we were 3 points off the top 6, 3 points off Blackburn at that point. But there's a big but, and this is a big problem for the whole of the for the remaining of the season. we are shipping goals at this point. We've not kept a clean sheet. We are definitely shipping goals. And in the end, shipping goals is our downturn and our weakness for the whole season. After that is inconsistency, and there is a lot of inconsistency within this team, and that is proven just between the first 9 games and for the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 games. For the first 20 games ish, there's a lot of inconsistency, and that is spread out of the whole season. Late goals also become a blatant issue. Even on the first day against Blackpool, we conceded a late goal, late equaliser. Obviously, we don't want to remember that Nottingham Forest game, but in terms of late goals, 1-0 up in the 90th minute, 2-1 down in the 92nd. It's just the mentality of this team is so incredibly weak. It just stems through to the whole this really. Coventry away was painful. We had a man advantage. They score 2 late on to win the game. It is so poor. It's pathetic, really. And after the draw against Blackburn, the 1-1 draw where Ben Brereton Diaz scored in the 75th minute, it's not late, but still late-ish. We had the 4th worst defensive record at this point, and I think we had only kept 1 clean sheet up until then. I think it was a 0-0 draw against Preston, and that was drab. No teams really created many chances. I think Preston hit the post as well through Dan Johnson that game. So look, it certainly wasn't going well. There's clear issues in this team structurally, defensively. Something had to change, but one thing that was going well was attack, and especially Andy Vyman, who's banging in goals at this point. And so many hasn't quite settled in yet. Alex Scott was definitely in the team. Chris Martin was in the team as well, not quite firing as well, but it's clear foundations that are being built for the second half of the season, which is slightly better. On the 27th of Jan, Bristol City signed Tim Closer, and he has since started every single game for the Robins. I think it's 2-2 draw away at Preston was his first start. He's played every single game until then. And since Jan, to be honest, we only made 1 signing in Jan, that was Tim Closer, and we let go of Tyreek Backinson on loan to Ipswich. Since about Jan till March, it was just inconsistencies. It was just really poor in terms of just not having any sort of consistency within the team. Really poor defeats, some great wins. Millwall, Cardiff, a double over Cardiff, some really poor defeats again. Swansea away, Barnsley away. Some really poor defeats, some really great wins as well. 7th of March, we released Danny Simpson. I didn't really see the point in him, to be honest. He was one of those people who just didn't play, never played, never was looking like going to play. George Tanner was ahead of him. Many people were ahead of him, to be honest. And since then, it was a bit of a late season splurge for City that kind of pushed us to 17th. Otherwise, I think it would have been a bit lower. 5 unbeaten. 3 wins in that 5. And look, it's a good run till the end of the season that eventually puts us where we are at this point. 5-0 over Hull, 3-1 away at Derby, a 1-0 away at Stoke, a draw against Peterborough when they had 10 men. We should have won that game. A draw against Sheffield United, they're in the playoffs, obviously. So look, some very good performances and some very good results in there, which eventually put us into 17th. In the last game of the season, we obviously lose away at Huddersfield. And 1 defeat in the last 6 games is definitely not bad. And if you compare that to the end of last season when we were so poor, we just didn't look like we cared, and half the team didn't look like they cared. And that was a much more refreshing end of the season than it was last season. So that was very, very good, and that was a very, very positive thing to see. So that's pretty much it for the season. It's been pretty poor. It's been a season of slight progress, slight, and we've had some good results, some bad results, some good moments, some bad moments, some highs, some lows. some ups, some downs. The general sort of thing when the team finishes around this region. So I'm not, from an overall general perspective, I'm not too unhappy with this finish. I certainly feel like we could have done a bit better. Certainly feel like there's room for improvement. And with some of the things that has been linked in terms of City, I just feel like there can be improvements for next season, and hopefully there is improvements for next season. But in terms of this season, there's only really one standout player, isn't there? And that's Andy Vyman. 22 goals, 10 assists, so that's 32 goal contributions. I think we're all kind of forgetting the fact he had an ACL injury last season as well. So to come back from this, and he even quite openly admitted to it that he just wanted to play this season. He's done a bit more than that. He's really helped contribute this season, and just imagine if we had the goals last season as well from Andy Vyman. Honestly, we'd be in a much better position. Would we even have Dean Holden at the club? I don't know. Let me know down in the comment section below. And his goals, his 22 and 10 assists, has kept us up. Basically, at least it's not dragged us further into the crap that we could have been. And at times during the season, I remember Barnsley away, he's even played at right wing back. Blackburn away, he played at right wing back and he scored. So, look, Andy Vyman's been brilliant. Fair play to him. I think he's my player of the season comfortably. He's many people's as well. Anton Semenyo, Scott, arguments there, but I mean Andy Vyman just because of what he's done. I think it's quite easy that it's got to go to Andy Vyman, to be honest. Favourite moments of the season, and I'd probably give it to Vyman as well. The double over Cardiff, either that, his double over Cardiff in the away game back in August, either that or the hat trick for Andy Vyman against Millwall, where he was brilliant. He was utterly fantastic, and that he just showed how good of a player Andy Vyman is, and obviously that was really good. And yeah, so there we go. Two very good moments there. Before we do get into the last section of this video, please make sure you hit the like on the video if you haven't already. I'm reminding you again, but subscribe to the H. Robinson Soccer YouTube channel if you haven't already. And now we'll get into the last section of this video. We've had a look at this season for City. Now we look at the future and what next for Bristol City. What next for next season and even seasons after that? Is there going to be a sea change? Is there going to be a significant change? Is there going to be a slight change? Mentality change? Personnel? Manager? What is it going to be? What do I expect as a Bristol City fan for next season? I'll tell you all about it right now. In terms of transfers, Bristol City have heavily been linked with Mark Sykes from Oxford, who is running out of contract with the side, the League One side this season, and I think that'd be quite a good addition. Marlon Pack has been linked. Obviously, Marlon Pack did play for Bristol City. He has been let go by Cardiff, who are trying to, fair enough, and are trying to, bring through the youth. They have some decent young players there. Marlon Pack has been let go. We are supposedly targeting him. I'm not sure. I don't know what to make of that, to be honest, because I think Marlon Pack is a good player. Obviously played for City, was a captain for City as well. But is it what we need at this point? And with the rumours of maybe we're going to renew Andy King's contract as well, do we need both or do we just need one of them? I don't know. Let me know down in the comment section below. We've been linked with Curtis Davis as well, who obviously runs out of contract at Derby. Derby have been relegated from the Championship. It's highly unlikely he'll be renewing contract there or even really joining the club. So Curtis Davis is a free agent. 37-year-old. Is it what City need? We already have Tim Close as an experienced head there. Do we need a young centre-back or do we need to go with an experienced, much more of a general in terms of that, in the form of Curtis Davis? Let me know, again, down in the comment section below. And the third one, which I'm most excited about, is Kane Wilson. City have open talks with Forest Green Rovers, who have been promoted to League One, over Kane Wilson. I don't know if his contract's running out or we are speaking to him. I think he might be a free agent, actually, so I don't know, let me know in the comments below. Kane Wilson, obviously a right wing back. We haven't had George Tanner fit most of the season. He's been in and out of the team as well, which released Danny Simpson. Zach Viner is more of a centre-back than a right-back at this point. So basically, when you have one natural right-back, definitely need another one, just like we did last season. So maybe Kane Wilson is the answer to that. And in terms of the club keeping the players we have right now, obviously Robbie Cundy is out of contract and Tim Closer is out of contract. Tim Closer signed in the middle of the season. His contract was up until the end of this season. I'd definitely keep Robbie Cundy. I think he's impressed me. I wasn't very convinced by him when he was first integrated into the team, but I think he's really excelled alongside Tim Closer. So I think if we're keeping hold of Cundy, definitely keep hold of Tim Closer as well, because he's really proved me wrong as well. Both of them have proved me wrong. So fair play to both of them. They've done really well at the club. And in terms of the players I've just mentioned, Pack, Davis and Wilson, we need to have a clear transfer strategy. Are we looking for a more experienced side? Are we looking for a youthful side? How many years are we looking in terms of a project? I know we've had rumours of a 3-year project from last summer, so it's 2 years left. So what are we looking for? We need to identify that and we need to stick to that no matter what, to be honest. In terms of outgoings, obviously there are 3 big players, Hando Masengo, Semenyo and Alex Scott. We feel like Hando Masengo is going to be on his way out. He was in tears after the game away at Huddersfield. Is he on his way out? I don't know. It seems like he is. Alex Scott, hopefully he stays, because I don't think he's quite ready for the Premier League move. Antoine Semenyo, on the other hand, I think a top championship club might be after him. Maybe I'm proven wrong. Maybe City want big money for him. Maybe keep him for another year and then bank the cash if we can. 20-25 million, the thick end of that. We can sell him for, probably. The less sellable assets, but probably need to leave, Casey Palmer and Nahki Wells. Obviously, Nahki Wells linked with both Cardiff and Swansea, and Casey Palmer was linked with a loan move away to QPR on deadline day in January. They are more than likely to leave the club as well. Even though when Nahki Wells did play towards back in the season, I remember West Brom at home. I was there. You can check on my matchday vlog for that. He did play. He scored a goal as well. So they're 2 players who are probably going to be shipped out as well. And the last point is what to do with Tyreek Backinson. He's openly been criticised in the press by Nigel Pearson. He's openly been slated about his attitude, his work rate. He's not done great at Ipswich, so do we loan him back to another League One club? Do we give him an opportunity at City? I don't know. Let me know down in the comments section below. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. This season review for Bristol City, as another mixed, inconsistent season comes to an end for the Robins. And another dismal, really, season at Ashton Gate in terms of home record. So hopefully that changes. I don't know why I'm blabbering on about that. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, please make sure to hit the like already. That's the 3rd time I've said that, so you better hit the like button. Subscribe to the H. Robinstock YouTube channel. Again, let me know your thoughts on the profile picture, the new profile picture, and let me know your thoughts on Bristol City's season review. Just finally, thank you very much for your support this season. It has been deeply appreciated. I'd liked a bit more in terms of growth, but it is what it is. Hopefully next season can be the year where we really kick on in terms of the channel, but obviously life comes first, and sometimes I might not be always available to make videos, and that's unfortunate, because I really like making videos. So hopefully I do get the chance to make more videos for you guys, and hopefully you enjoy it. But for the final time in the 2021-22 season, from Bristol City and from the Age of YouTube channel, I tip my cap, my imaginary cap, and say thank you very much for watching. Stay safe. I will catch you all soon. Cheers.